Hey, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another video, back to the olden days, because holy shit, it has been a hot minute. I do apologize. I actually don't know how long it's been since I've done an Alexandria Calamity video. It's actually killed me a little bit not doing one, but you know, I've had other things. Of course, if you've been keeping up with my channel when I haven't been doing these videos, I've been doing a lot of Huntsman Hotel episodes because that just came out, so I did 8 of those, which fucking popped off big time, so hell yeah, that's fucking awesome. And then in between, like, waiting for them, I couldn't do one of these, because, like I said, it's like an hour and 15 minutes, and I'm not going to bore you with everything I already say in every fucking video, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It just took a long time. But I do remember in the last episode, everybody was darting off in their own directions and doing their own thing. And because of course, you know, the whole situation with the Destroyer God, Betrayer God, Destroyer God, what the fuck am I talking? Geez, you can tell it's been a long time. Fucking Destroyer God, what? Yeah, so they were doing that whole thing, and then the primordials and stuff. I remember it. It's all up in here. Just the names escape me. I am so bad with names. I am, of course, once again in a snooty. Look how comfortable this thing is. Look at the insides. Oh my, look at that. It's so fluffy. And I'm so cold. I don't know what it is. I just have terrible circulation, like, throughout my body. I'm convinced I don't actually have blood in here to keep me warm. It's just empty. I'm just an empty vessel. That's all I am. Because, oh my god, it's so cold. But this keeps me lovely and toasty and warm, so you guys get to deal with it. It's my second one because my fiance decided to buy me one for my birthday as well. So yeah, happy days. Happy days. Anyways, yeah, nothing to do with the video as per usual. You know, I like to put in random shit in the beginning and the ending of these videos. But yeah, I do remember everybody was starting off going to their own separate places to do whatever it is that they were about to do. And of course, Brennan decided to end there and go on to a break. So I've skipped the break part. We're at the end. We're a solid 2 hours and 52 minutes into this 6 hour and 7 minutes long episode. So we're actually getting there. We are so close to the end, and everything that's been happening is just absolutely fucking crazy. Like, he blows my mind. Like, I never really thought I was going to be one for these episodes, like D&D stuff, and listening and trying to use my imagination to think of the story. And then I got into acting I'll say at quite a young age. I was 12, which, oh my god, was almost 14 years ago. Oh shit. I'm 26 on Monday, on the 19th. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, so I got into acting, and then of course, you know, using your imagination in creating characters and stuff is such a big part of that. So naturally, D&D became a thing that I wanted to get into once my friend sort of was like, why don't we give it a shot, you know? And I was like, you know what it is? That's actually a pretty good idea. And then, you know, listening to these and sort of thinking of it in my head just became second nature. And now I love it. And he makes me feel things I never thought I would feel. From, you know, just hearing somebody tell a story with their mouth. No visuals, just mouth. Should be the slogan for D&D. No visuals, just mouth. Make a man cry. Anyways, but I'm just fucking rambling at this point. You guys have probably skipped ahead because Jesus Christ, I make no fucking sense. Anyways, yeah, so we're just gonna get on with the episode. Again, I do apologize, massive apologies that it has been so long since the last episode. Hope you guys are excited, because you know I am. All right, let's get on with the episode. Let's go. You know, when I get a moment of clarity after speaking utter nonsense, when I'm transitioning from what you just saw to, you know, this part, I do wonder to myself what the fuck I say, because I talk so much shit. I notice it all the time when I'm in the editing. I'm like, Ryan, what is that? Nobody needed to know what you just said there. But I suppose that's the charm, if you want to call it, of this channel, I guess. Anyways, let's go.
Now that one was on camera for sure.
That one was on camera.
Calamity, and earlier at the top of the episode, Santa orgy.
Oh hell yeah.
That's snitch behavior.
Ho ho ho. So Avalier. Fire spreads. We return in this moment to the City of Crowns. And as we do, I think we will actually begin at the Arch Sept. With
Pesha.
Porco, the closest place to the Hall of Prophecy. Pesha, you arrive and see the Arch Sept untouched. There are active magical wards here repelling extraplanar beings that are not extended throughout the entirety of the city. You enter and see lights dimmed by the coming of the middle of the night. You see the sort of soft red lights around in the dome. Your grandfather, the statue of Emir the Bold above you. As you enter the Arch Sept, what do?
Just walk up to the base of his statue.
I will say though, just before we get into it, I have forgotten as to why each of them have darted off into their own directions and went to the places that they've went. I can't remember if it mentioned it in the last one as to why they were going to go to these places, or if this is when we're about to find out. But if they did mention it, I have forgotten. But we'll find out now.
I see.
That doesn't matter.
Hello, grandfather. Happy replenishment.
I died 5 minutes ago.
I saw the choice that you made. And henceforth an entire...
Hello, one and all, and welcome back to Exandria Unlimited Calamity.
No, I clicked the wrong button. Not the gumdrop. Sorry about that. I've done that so many times.
And henceforth an entire civilization of people have been implicated in your decision. And the Galdrashari could have been more forthcoming. They should have shared their knowledge. But it seems these selfish choices have been reverberating through all of us. Grandfather, I have dedicated my entire life to Avalier. I bore no children. I took no spouse. Only the
Sounds like a lonely life.
umbilical connection that I have to this city. And the legacy of the Porcos. And the cycle of selfishness. I do not know if we will ever be rid of it. But I hope I can do my part. In ending it here, for now, for Avalier. And I'm going to levitate up. The city, the replica he's holding of Avalier, how big is it?
20 feet wide.
It's pretty big.
Are there any little pieces that I could, like, break off of it?
At the very top is the Arch Sept, and beneath that, in the neighborhood of Gallimore, there is the Palazzo Porco and the Librarium Incantatum. All of which you could.
I take the library. And I take my sphere of power that I have inscripted every scroll, every text, every memory of mine, every conversation, every backhand deal, every happy memory that I have possessed in my power. I take both of them in my hand, and I cast teleport to Maya, Saret's children.
Oh, she got real invested there. Oh my god.
And the library vanish. You look. You've spent a life collecting and collecting and collecting. Scrolls into a library and memories into an orb. Here in this moment, having scarred the perfect replica of Avalier, you look up at your grandfather. I have a question for you. We have heard Pesha speak often of her grandfather. And we have never heard her speak of her parents.
That's very true, actually. I've never really thought of that.
Deep and profound. So I want to ask you, do you think your memories of them are in that orb, or were they taken away? And if they were taken away,
why would they be taken away,
do
though?
you think they were taken away by you yourself or by your grandfather when he was alive?
Again, I just like to theorize before I see the inevitable answer, but why would he do that? To be fair with you, I've never actually thought the fact that she's never once mentioned her parents. But then again, I never thought it was a big deal because I don't think any of them have ever mentioned their parents, so I was just kind of like, you know, it's not something that randomly come up in conversation, I guess. But yeah, obviously her grandfather was a big deal, he was a big figure, so that makes sense that obviously that would either come up in conversation or be mentioned in the story, but perhaps there's something more to this. I mean, clearly, if given whatever answer she gives, well, I mean, either which way, if she's took them away herself or her grandfather's took them away for her, there's something either herself or her grandfather doesn't want her to know or wants her to forget about them. What? What could it possibly be? I don't know. Just fucking play the video, Ryan. You're gonna find out.
It's strange.
But it's
A
true.
little bit of above the table Marisha here. There wasn't even a second when considering Pesha's backstory that I thought or considered her parents. I figured, if anything, they dedicated their life to Avalier just as she did, and that connection was stronger.
As the orb leaves, teleporting away from you, a young girl looking at the face of an old and bitter Emir the Bold. Granddaughter, where your mother and father failed, you will succeed. I know it in my heart to be true. It will be easier, I think, for us both to forget, don't you? And here you see a twinge in his eye The dream of Avalier needs to be perfect.
As before the teleport sphere or spell completes, I reach out, almost wanting to get it back. But I think there's nothing else I need to know. I think I know it all already.
How much have you changed? How many memories have you erased? How perfect have you made this dream? The orb and library are gone, and you feel the spell complete. And somewhere in the world, someone is holding the work of your life.
It's all on you, smart girl.
Door opens, and Loris of the Weaver's Mask steps through. Archmage Porco begins to descend the staircase.
What the hell are you doing here?
Indeed.
You speak quite boldly. What happens in the city? There's word of chaos and ruin.
Go fuck yourself, Loris. And I walk past her.
No word. Oh my god.
Meet up with Lyran.
He looks at you and says, "Do you deny me my right? Do you deny me the ability to speak to you and make commands? I am a member of the Ring of Gold. I serve Eldamir the Wise, Archmage of the Septarian."
Look around, Loris. Do you really think a title holds any weight in this moment right now?
She's got a point. I mean, there's betrayer guards running around. There's freaking trees exploding. That poor girl just, like I said, died 5 minutes ago and then came back to life. Not a normal thing to go through. I'd be pretty pissy. I roll out of bed and I'm like, don't talk to me for the first half an hour of me getting out of bed because I will not talk back to you. I will just headbutt you and I will be on my merry way. All right? You can quote me on that as well. I'm a grouchy, like, morning person. And I'm always up in the morning for, like, work and stuff. Yeah, I have to be at work for 7 o'clock in the morning. I just don't like it. But I like doing mornings because it gets my work out of the way and it lets me do, all this kind of stuff. But, yeah. Just don't speak to me for the first, like, half an hour because the only answers you're going to get is, and I'll just be dead. So I can only well imagine how she must be feeling dying and then being brought back to life because it's not nice. Not that I have any experience, but I can well imagine it's probably not very nice. I love it.
He looks at you and says, "You've lost your mind. Something is happening. You've lost your mind." And you see that he rushes from this place. He flies out the window, and you see him hit ascending. Lights in the sept light up of alarm, of concern, of worry. And you see, as you are walking out, appearing at the top of the staircase, looking confused and frightened, is Eldamir the Wise, who appears again. "Is everything all right?"
Of course,
Eldamir,
your worker's just a bit of a cock.
I am afraid I have failed you this day. As has Loris, as has many a mage here in Avalier.
Oh dear. Oh no. The city. It's all right. My sweet young girl, it's all right. We must have the Herald inform the citizenry.
He's already on it.
He's going to tell them to divert their spell energy into the etheric net to preserve the city.
Does that sound like a viable fucking plan?
It sounds like something you would say if you wanted to preserve Avalier at the expense of all the people living in it.
I mean, maybe let him do it.
I love that.
I'm kind of down.
I'm just an old asshole to be otherwise.
I say. Eldamir, the Herald has always had Avalier's best intentions at heart. He'll know exactly what to say.
Very good. We must hurry. I will tell the Golden Scythe we need as many of their ships as possible to transport the effects of the Septarian from the city at once for safekeeping. We must protect the Septarian.
I know we have like 90 minutes, and so I just
He mutters to himself.
barely nod out of more of a force of habit than an actual bow of respect, and get to Laren.
You are gone. You get to Laren as fast as you can.
As I pass
Oh yes, okay. So I do remember one thing that happened, like where Xerxes went, because he went to go see his son, right? Because he's only got till sunrise, which is in like, is 90 minutes for the sunrise? Is that what she was talking about? Because it was a couple of hours, and he was like, yeah, if you do this thing, that's wasting an hour. If you do this, you got half an hour. But yeah, I remember he shot off quickly to try and find his son. Which I can only imagine is going to be a pretty heavy situation. And I mean, well, I don't know how old his son is. I'm pretty sure he's still a child, right? Because if he is, I'm not going to lie to you, seeing your dad looking the way he now looks, that's terrifying, dude.
I just
Terrifying.
one more dagger as I pass by.
He stares at you as well.
I say, you will die tonight. A traitor. And not just to Avalier, but yourself.
He gazes at you, one eye, the other covered in the darkness of his half mask.
He's got the Renegon.
I will live to see tomorrow, and I cannot say the same for you. He vanishes from this place. As he does so, we're going to cut.
Motherfucker!
Counter spell it.
Do it! I would do it if I wasn't busy!
Yeah, got shit to do.
Just kill him real quick.
Petty shit.
Petty shit.
He takes off from here.
Hey, look over there.
We
I'm just stabbing him in the
go now.
back. Literally.
It is It is hell on earth in Excelsior Plaza.
As we're flying, can I make perception checks with regard to the Harvest Moon ships that we have that are available to us, and parts of the city that are not completely under siege?
You can see what ships you have available to you. You see what parts of the city are not under siege. I will allow you to just get that as you're riding.
Great.
You just have that.
Cool.
You have 5 full galleons in harbor right now. The rest, you have a massive fleet of sky ships, but they are traveling around the world making money.
Great.
There are 5 docked here.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you arrive with Loquacious. You can drop Loquacious off on the ceiling or the roof.
Tell people to head to the galleys. There are 5. Those who cannot teleport can travel out of the city that way. And mention, I'm sure if you mention it, the people who can man the ships will head there as well.
I'll try my best.
Yes, and I'll meet you back up here, or
We'll all find our way to where we're going next.
we shall.
Thank you, brother.
Of course.
We have
Really
Brennan
cool
here.
ride, by the way.
It's not bad. It's just a dragon.
You see?
Don't mark his name. Don't have his name marked or whatever.
No, his memory shall be marked.
Cool. You are dropped off at the top of the Herald's Tome, seeing chaos down below. The dragon takes off through thick smoke. You're like coughing as you arrive at the top of the Guild Hall of the Golden Scythe. As you wend your way down with the dragon, do you leave the dragon on the roof, or do you bring him down through these, like...
I'll bring the fucking dragon.
You bring the dragon with you.
Who wouldn't bring a dragon with him? Come on now.
To wherever I was earlier with Alessander, where the home of all the constructs in the city.
All the constructs, yes, absolutely. You get down there and you see the central hall. You go through the central hall to get to that bank of like construct engines, remote construct engines. You get to the guild hall. The doors are barricaded. You can hear things smashing on the outside. There's like Sailor Marines of the Harvest Moon here.
I read that Sailor Moons.
And Captain Badron are all inside. They see you
Clearly
appearing from,
illiterate.
like, upstairs. Badron says, "Guildmaster, there's chaos outside."
Yes, and we must we must meet it.
You see, he looks and says, "We've just received word from the Ring of Gold. They require our ships at the top of the city."
Damn the Ring of Gold! The people of Avalon must survive!
I love that.
And I'm going to
Everybody's going again.
I'm headed
Fuck them.
To,
Fuck them.
wherever we keep the taxmen.
Incredible. Are you going to where the taxmen are kept physically, or are you going to their engines?
The engine where we would control them.
The engine where you would control them.
And I say, Bertrand, Alessander, with me.
They start coming with you. You see Badron and Alessander are like running behind you, and they say, "Sire,
I'm sorry.
Forget the Ring of Gold. What of the treasure in the vault? Our ships for the."
Damn the treasure! All right, the city, the evil we face is beyond anything we know. The material is nothing anymore. Only life. That is what we will serve. That is how this beacon, this city, will survive. Our horde means nothing.
I love him.
Alessander, power up the taxmen. They must defend the people. Bertrand, you and the Harvest Moon will fight your way to the galley. You will take the people you can with them, as many as you can, get on the ship safely, and you will leave. You will leave, and you will go far from this place, far from Vasselheim. It will be done. And I'm going to go about setting all this stuff up.
That was intense. Oh my god. I think that's about the most intense thing I've ever seen in the show so far. You shouted at me,
Turn,
but in a nice way.
You hear Badron, as you are facing him, say, "As you will, Guildmaster," so that he can wait for you to turn your back. And a sword plunges through your
What?
from behind, as Badron, a pirate, pushes his sword through your torso. "You've lost your mind."
Well, apparently, he didn't appreciate being shouted at. Seems like a little bit of a far thing to go. You know, you get shouted at, and then you plunge your sword into the stomach of the man you're supposed to be serving. Or, you know, working for. Going a little bit far. Going a little bit. I don't care if you think he's lost his mind or whatever. Going a little bit far, dude. Just take it back a little bit. You know, slap him, maybe. That you know, go from slapping to stabbing, not go from getting shouted at to fucking plunging your goddamn sword into the torso of a man. Sorry. It's not normal.
At the beginning of time, the gods made all the gold there ever will be.
He's just obsessed with gold?
And he pulls the sword out, dealing 24 points of damage to you.
Is he good?
That
I-
line is That is so
That was pretty hot.
shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh man. What is wrong with you guys?
Concentration on
You hold, and 24 doesn't drop you?
24 doesn't drop me, and I hold concentration on Shao Kahn.
Ooh. Okay.
Eat 'em.
It's your your turn.
Okay.
You need to do the Liu Kang fucking animality or fatality in like Mortal Kombat 9. Well, you don't have to turn into a dragon yourself. You've got one as a pet. Devour him. Eat him. Just fucking kick him in the air, slice him up, and serve him up as some bitcheroni, because oh my good god, he deserves it. What an ass.
I think I'm gonna leave the sword in. No, I have to step off.
Who do you think you are, Dante?
I will step off of.
Yeah.
Step off of the sword. I'm gonna get off the sword.
Holy shit.
Cool.
Cool? That was not cool.
Wheel around, holding the space where I've been stabbed. Looking at the blood.
I get he's a pirate and all, but fuck me. So far. So goddamn far.
Gold. Gold means nothing if you do not use it to lift people up. Gold is a resource by which mortaldom climbs. And if you cannot see that, then you have lost your way, Badron. I'm going to attack him with my sword.
Yeah. Let's go. I need a fan.
Let's do this.
I know, right?
Okay.
Oh, thank you. It's more for sound.
Yeah.
Ooh, we need kind of like a shade fan, you know, just the church, old church lady fan.
Let's fight him like a pirate. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Quicken Spell, Hold Person.
Cast Davy Jones.
Fight him like a pirate.
Sorry. On him. Quicken Spell, Wisdom saving throw 18.
That is a natural 4 on the die.
Let's go.
Oh, well,
I will
yeah.
now attack him. He is paralyzed. These are all, if I hit, they're automatically crits.
Yes.
Please.
So, and I also have advantage?
That is correct.
Great. First
Fantastic.
one's gonna be a dirty.
Dirty 20.
It's going to be a 24 to hit.
That's going to do it.
Great. Second one is going to be a 25 to hit. So one of these is 2d6. The other one is 2d6 plus 2d10.
He deserves all of this. What the fuck was that all about, man? He's got me so riled up, my voice is cracking.
15, which is 22, plus 5, 27 plus 18. 27 plus 18 is
45.
45, yeah.
45. Great. Those are my hits. Now Shaq's gonna swing on him. Shaq has 3 attacks.
Eat him. Eat him.
And these
Burn him to a crisp. Have him well done.
The advantage.
Sorry, I'm just really passionate about killing this guy.
That's,
I don't appreciate what he just did.
Oh, but Dron, why'd you have to do me like this, dog?
Stab me, now I'm gonna have to kick your ass. Like,
what is it? Your spell attack modifier, so that's plus 10. So 22, there's a 22 hit.
Yes, it does.
Great. Okay, so that's 3 more auto crits. Great. 9, 10, 13, 15, 16, plus 16 plus 33.
16 plus
Is he-
33 is another 49.
So 46, 45, 49, and then he'll also make a breath weapon attack that's psychic.
Cause why not? You
for
know.
another, and he fails the dexterity saving throw for another 9 points of damage.
So 45 plus 49
Yes.
is 94.
Okay.
Plus 9.
Plus 9.
Badron's sitting pretty at 101 hit points. Lou Wilson, how do you want to do this?
Oh my god, he did him. He did him so good. Oh, that guy, he thought he had the sexy ass line, you know, oh, the gods of all the gold. Blah, 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 blah. Nah, man. You stabbed the wrong person. Who stabbed the person with the dragon anyways? Come on, man. Be for real. Who does that? I'm most certainly not doing that. I ain't stabbing shit. I'm not stabbing anyone to begin with, but I'm most certainly not stabbing anyone if, one, he has a mythical creature with him. I wouldn't even stab someone if they had a cat with them. Those things are vicious, but not nearly as scary as a fucking dragon.
I'll say that I hit him with the evil eye. A move I used to use back in my pirate days of just like a squinting eye. And then I'm just going to ever so slowly place the blade exactly at his heart and then just walk forward. Badron, you are a pirate and I respect you. But
Fuck you.
comes before any oath I made in a past life.
And he falls dead. Above you, Shakor.
That was sexy.
His head in gold above you roars, and
Can we say that at the end of that,
Yeah.
Shaq just
bites his head off?
Yeah.
Of course, yes, thank you.
Twist.
He ate him.
A man stabbed you in the back, and you had the decency to stab him from the front, right through the fucking heart. You stand there bleeding, a full sword wound in your side. Not the first time you've been stabbed in the back. Hopefully not the last, but who knows what the night holds.
Yeah.
And
I'm not trusting Brennan with anything anymore.
Alexander says, the ships will be ready. That's it.
They went.
The ships will be ready. Yes, Guildmaster.
Yep, no, yeah, I'm... Yes, sir.
You see, he looks and says, we will keep them ready. None shall be sent to the Ring of Gold.
None.
He says, we have 5 ships. We will make as many ready as we can. One of the ships is a smaller, he says, we have a smaller frigate off to the side. He looks and says, the university, do you want us to send a ship there?
Yes, please.
Yes, it will be done.
As quickly as possible.
It will be done, Guildmaster. We'll see to it right away. Everyone, there's been a change in the organizational structure. I will be commanding the Sailor Marines of the Harvest Moon. Can't you see? He steps up. He's still got a fucking candle on the top of his hat.
You won't be needing this.
Oh, very well. You see, he takes out the candle. You stride forward. You stride forward with the dragon still beside you.
Yes, he seems to have died of some sort of heart attack brought on by this giant scimitar that I stabbed through his fucking chest. Or maybe it was a cutlass. I don't know. Did he actually say what kind of weapon it is? I'm pretty sure it's like a cutlass or something that a pirate uses, right? Or a rapier. No, pirates don't use rapiers. No. I mean, maybe they do. Who the fuck knows? Yeah, I'm not a pirate.
You walk into the Hall of Construct.
Who says history's correct?
Looking at the engines, what is it? Which engines are you looking for?
I want to power up all the taxmen and send all but 2 to deal with the devils in Excelsior Plaza and move out from there.
Hell yes. You had go ahead and give me an investigation check.
God.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a 13.
Alexander,
how does this damn thing work?
Shaq give you advantage on that.
14.
I'm more of the creative.
Shaq, get Alexander then. Show us how this damn thing works.
You can. I'm going to say you get the taxman up. You start looking as you're going through on that low thing. You don't see a thing in the taxman. You look in the wall of Hodmadad engines, of which there are vastly the most. They're the cheapest to make. You have the most of them.
Yeah.
You look at one of them, one of the engines. There's something wrong. You look down.
With the left phalange.
It's the engine
I
for
can't help
yours.
myself.
One of your couple hundred that you brought to the Feast of Emir. You see infernal writing on it. Gordranis. And you remember an element
God,
of
that
mystery
goddamn thing.
earlier this day, though it feels like a lifetime ago. Ahad-Madad disanimating in the middle of the Feast of Emir with the word Gordranis. You hear behind you.
Oh, God, no.
Emerging from the shadows. They've been in here somehow, tampering with these. The Ahad-Madad must have been practice. They begin to encircle. Your wound still there.
Like, if they've been tampering with them and the Ahad-Madad was the first thing that they did as like a practice thing, does that mean now if he wants to power all of those up, he's gonna have to now check every single one of them to make sure there's no fucking infernal writing on them? Because I don't know if it's like an autopilot type thing or if they have to control them in that way or what. But if that is the case, that's gonna waste so much more time than what they have right now.
Korjan looks at you.
After now a fight, I'm assuming that's coming up.
There are so many.
I think in this moment, Nidus realizes that for the most part, what he wanted to be done is done.
Oh god, he's not gonna fucking die, is he?
Check and be like, we must flee, and take off.
As you say, you must flee. You hear. The Canalthi are scattered to the wind, covered in blood.
By what?
Limping out of the shadows, you see a sphinx.
Oh, my boy is back.
It's a. I sprint up to him. Oh shit! What is this?
Give him a nice pat on the nose. FEROMYNE. Oh, he's fucking great. I love him.
Let us, if we can, if it is all right with you, consider this the boon, and I would like to be paid for my parade appearance.
When was the last time we heard of him? Because I remember them having a conversation where he said, like, oh yeah, he's parading around and he's doing all this thing. But that was on like episode 2 or something. This was all before all this shit kicked off, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we haven't seen him in so long.
Reassigned to Commander of the Harvest Moon.
And he comes out to do this.
We will be sure that your payment
So good.
is seen to.
They came in.
It will
I saw them
be
do something.
extravagant.
He points and says, they didn't have time. I killed many of them as they attempted, but they did tamper with some. You look and see. You can send all of the taxmen to work. You have many of them. You can activate them here. You see that some of the taxmen's engines have been tampered with. 4.
The ones at the layrite. Or does it seem potentially like it could be the fort at the layrite?
It seems like it'd be with 4 the layer. Right?
I'd like to communicate that over to Layrin over the telepath. Layrin, the taxmen, the Canarthi have been in the construct engine room. They possibly have tampered with the 4 taxmen that were in the room. Proceed with caution.
You look. FEROMYNE
Well,
says.
Peisha was also on her way, right, to where Laren was.
The rest, no. And you hear, and you see a legion of taxmen walk out. As you leave the engine room, the Canalthi here are all dead. FEROMYNE is bloody, walks with you. Shakorjan comes out with you, and you see a group of about like 10 taxmen get to the barricaded door that is being battered on by devils. One of the taxmen and a 14-foot sword blasts through the door, and the
Holy
taxmen
shit.
walk out just laying into these devils. Feromyne hits them with another roar. The sailors of the Harvest Moon come out and join the taxmen. You see a group of devils are like rounding the corner, and a Caro Hulk just straight up runs them over. Just a fucking. And from the roof, you hear, "All right, fellas, let them have it!" And a bunch of Hodmadods take off, and all take their like various sandwich boards for local businesses and just start smacking devils with them. Bah, 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 bah.
I love it.
Sure, that as well.
Incredible.
Incredible.
We are going to move to the Herald's Tome.
I was dropped off on the roof. I will try to find an entrance, maybe through a balcony or a door on the roof or something.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'll try to slide in all awesomely.
Yes. You go up to the roof. I'm gonna say there's like the door is locked, but you know there's an old side entrance. It's when you first bought the building all those years ago. It was a place to come up and grab a cigarette on the roof if you didn't want to go all the way down to the front. It's just you're like this is your home, man.
Of course, Loquacious would have something like that.
Side entrance. You are in here. It's quiet. It's deserted.
Nobody's here? Shit. I'm gonna call out anyway. Arya! Gwyn, Kaizu, Elwer, anyone here? Anyone?
You say Arya,
God
and a
damn it.
moment later, Arya's there, full like nightgown, like just like got like curlers in her hair, just doing.
I need pen. I need parchment. I need my gold robe. And if
You're
woman named
100% naked.
I know. Yes, I am. Just don't look. It's fine. I've got a little leather on. If a woman named Bolo calls, just ignore her.
I love Bolo. She's
Just
the
ignore her.
best.
I don't want any of those messages. Throw them in the trash. Give me one. But I need my gold
Give me the
robe.
funniest
We need
one that
to
you have.
broadcast now. Is anyone here who can run the equipment?
I can do it. I can do it.
All right. So I explained to her that we have a series of crystal beacons around Avalier, and then there's projectors on the side of the islet, on the side of the floating island. And I'd like to somehow, if it's possible, direct them so that instead of sending out individual images, they're all sort of focused in one direction below us,
Yes.
trying to shine a gigantic projection down onto Kathmoira.
Amazing. I'm going to go ahead and say that you jump in, start getting to work. Arya jumps in with the technical stuff and starts to help. And this is stuff that is normally supposed to be for very special occasions only, but you tap in and just override the systems and light and projection. You are about a mile above Kathmoira right now. You're beneath the weather line, and your image can be projected to Kathmoira. All the crystal screens all over the city come up online. Arya looks and hears the screams outside and says, "Is everything all right? What's happening?"
No, nothing is all right. Everything's bad, but it's all right. We're about to make it better. That's our job, and we're here to do it. So, I need.
Parchment and pen. She gets you parchment and stuff like that.
Thank you.
She starts getting everything
I
online.
start scribbling, crossing things out, scribbling.
As she runs into another room to get that stuff doing, you start scribbling. You feel something.
Oh no.
Oh God. Oh God, what is it?
Leaves.
Is it from?
In front of you, and a gate opens. And as
What?
Is it Laren?
you look forward and see. You look forward and see Feywild. Golden trees and golden grass. And you see beautiful Lady Elmenor, High War Queen of the Burning Vale, matriarch of the Sealy Court. Listen now, all my children scattered across the wide world. I have but one chance to open the door for you.
Scottish.
The world of mortals is beyond our reach. Doom comes with the rising of the sun. I wish that I could save all those who now face ruin. But I may leave this door open only for those children of our court. And you can see that she is sending this.
So you're telling me that she can sense the fact that doom is on its way? Yeah, so she can like sense the fact that, like, you know, all this shit's about to happen, even from another realm. I mean, that's pretty goddamn impressive. I'm not going to lie to you, but goddamn, I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've even hearing of this woman. So pretty cool though.
A broadcaster much like yourself to every Sealy fairy.
Marisha, you good?
So I can just step through this
She
portal,
is. You see.
or do I have to-
You see in the Feywild portals opening all over Exandria. The fairies are leaving. The fairies are leaving the world because what is to come.
I don't know if she can hear me.
You sense that she is present in the minds of all she is speaking to. You also see that as she sits, like her by the
He's
side
not
of
gonna
her
go.
throne,
There's no way.
You see that there is a scroll written on like sort of rotting-looking parchment. It looks like a missive from the Hells themselves, as though
They were warned or something?
as though they were warned. Some ancient pact between the Fae and Fiend. Basically, that the Lord of the Hells had to be like, I'm giving you. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, exactly. Like the idea of him saying like, "Hey, this doesn't concern you. What's
Damn.
about to happen? Get out."
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know you want to say
I will reply to her.
Yeah.
Fuck around, find out.
sorry.
Yeah. You reply to her. She opens her eyes and beholds you. You can see that she is able. She's an archfey. She's able to split her attention between as many people as she wants to.
My lady, I have been gone from you for so long. And a great danger has befallen Exandria. I don't know
Loquacious
what to
wouldn't
do.
leave. There's no
Can't be
way.
in both places at the same time. But if you call, I must come. I will come.
Or, oh
And I
no!
step forward and I cast Gift of Gab. And I take back that last thing and I'll stay. And I'll just turn my back on the door and let it close.
Oh, thank God. You fucking had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie. What the
You
What are you gonna do with that?
you choose ruin and the world. You choose to cast aside the gift of your court and the right of your kin and all those from the realm of your birth to remain here in the home you have chosen.
I'm sorry, my lady. I love you. But
There's somebody else here I love more.
I love another more.
Oh my God! Fucking just get me in this goddamn fucking campaign, man. Oh, God, so sweet.
My child, my heart breaks, but I would rather mine break and yours be kept whole. She blows a kiss to you, and your ticket from this place closes. You have.
Where did the tissues go? I need them.
I will. I'll hand a sheet of parchment to Arya and just say, proofread this quickly, and get me powder.
Yes.
Of course. You gotta look good.
Yeah, she poof, she powders you. She looks
I'm
at
really
you,
sorry
says,
if you can
"This is
hear
great.
upstairs.
Do we want to we do have some Market of Wonder spots. Do we want to include any sponsorship?
Sure.
Yes,
Put it
okay.
Yes. All the sponsorships. We need that dollar bills because shit's about to go real tits up.
Incredible. She gets everything set up for you.
You're a primo sponsor. I have to.
Just somewhere in a burning tower, someone's like, you know what? If we make it out of this,
You still have your. You also still have that recording that you made about Laren. That's still on your person as well.
Sure.
Just saying that you get ready to go up. You walk past on your way to the dais, getting everything ready. You see. You walk past the desk of Elena Tuveris, who is not here, but you have just thrown away the chance to live forever amongst your court, and you are doing it for the woman you love, the world you love, the people you love. And you look at the desk of Elena Tuveris as you walk past. A reporter of yours that, as you look, the reporter that discovered that something had happened to Evandrin Altera. And once you had confirmed that it was Evandrin's choice to take those risks, it's the first time you killed the truth to protect the woman who now in this moment you protect once more.
Goddamn, man. He was a good guy. Why did they ever break up?
Desk, I'll just take off my little pin, the symbol of the herald, and I'll just place it on the desk and just say, I'm sorry. And continue on.
You walk forward. You arrive at the dais. You're getting ready. Arya is setting up. You have your copy. And you stand there and you see that there is a noise beside you as you approach the dais. And Loris of the Weaver's Mask appears.
God damn it!
It's a
I
projection.
should have fucking killed him. I should have fucking killed him. I regret
You
it.
should have.
He is in the room.
Fuck you, dude.
Come on, fuck
He
this
looks at
guy.
you,
Fuck
and
him.
You see, he says,
You should have stabbed him in the back. I told you.
I bring news from the Septarian. You must immediately broadcast to the subjects of Avalier. They must be commanded to divest themselves of all of their spell energy into the etheric net. The city must be preserved. To tell them that many of them are fleeing, it seems, for ships. That cannot be allowed. The ships must be redirected to the top of the city. This is the command of the Septarian itself.
Tell the Septarian he can
that command,
sit on this.
Yes, I will. That's exactly what I had planned. Absolutely.
Give me the deception.
I should have fucking killed him.
Come on, get a good one.
Okay, it's a 25.
That's low for you.
I know. It's as low as I can go.
He looks at you. Good. Good. And you see, he says, "See it done, Harold." And
Would you like to watch the broadcast?
by all means, he's you see that
I love
pushes
it.
him over to a seat. He sits. You see that he sits, and you can see that he's beginning to like do sendings in his head with other mages elsewhere in the city.
Okay.
And you see him say, "My master Eldemir,
As
I
he's
am with
distracted, I'm going to cast Wall of Force around him.
I don't know what that does.
Playing?
Sorry if that got really loud for a second. I've hit my
It is.
mic thing. The little dial.
It is
It's went a
a
little bit more
6. It's my
sensitive than I should have.
So the DC is 16. He's going to try to hit you with a counterspell, but he's rolling it straight. He needs a 12 or higher. We'll roll.
Ooh, that's a lot. That's easy to get. That's easy to get. That's easy to get.
Oh, come on, man.
Barbs work? It's disadvantage on the roll, and then you give
Can I
advantage.
reaction silvery barbs him?
You can
You
react.
force
Yep,
him
you
to
have it.
re-roll.
I will do that.
Yes.
And give yourself advantage on your
And
end.
then
Well,
yeah.
I'll need it.
All right,
'cause
come
he's
on,
gonna
come
roll
on.
Great.
Roll bad. Roll bad.
Nice.
So you see, he goes. As you stand there, you see that he looks at you. He says, "Sire, I'm with the Herald right now. He is about to cast a spell on." And you see, whoom, he is surrounded in a wall of force. You smack his counter spell out of the way, and he screams, "Ha! You are a traitor! A traitor to the Septarian! A traitor!" And all you hear is.
Also, don't steal my words, bitch. You're the traitor. You just got that from.
You can see he has such a goddamn cheek to say anything. But anyways, that's unfortunately going to have to be it for this episode. Alright, again, I do apologize if you can hear like banging upstairs during it. I don't know how loud the video is going to be in my talking and everything, but it does pick up on my mic settings on here, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it. But if you do, I do apologize. Obviously, there's nothing I can really do about it, but... Oh my god, are they a bunch of ignorant twats. Not because, you know, it's not like I'm like, oh, you know, they should know that I'm making a video. But they're just really bad. I'm not even going to get into it. That is a whole thing that's I can make a whole video on them. Oh my god. Anyways, but so a lot of stuff just happened. We almost saw Nitro die. I mean, did we really almost see him die? He took quite a lot of damage and he got stabbed in the back, but literally just turned it around in the most badass way. And then he did technically almost die again if he wasn't going to be able to fly away on Mr. Dragon, which I forgot the name of because it's just a weird name. It's a D&D name, you know? But yeah, until our little Sphinx friend came along and just killed all of the Knauthi. Like, all of them died. It was so good. Oh my god, I loved it. Like, what a callback. You know, you haven't seen him since like episode 2, and then all of a sudden he comes back to save the day. That is what you do. That is how you create a story, my friends. Yeah, a lot of stuff is happening right now. I don't know what's gonna happen with Loquacious and that whole thing. I don't know how, because I'm really unfamiliar with the spells in D&D. There are so many. And obviously, I don't play it as much as I watch it, so I'm just going off of the spells that they use. So I'm really unfamiliar with a lot of them that they do and how long they last, if you need concentration, if, you know, what the checks and everything are. I have no idea about that kind of stuff. I don't know how long this spell that he's just counted is going to last. Really have no idea. But hopefully it's a long time, and hopefully you can just get rid of, like, go on the broadcast and then just leave that guy there to his own fate, to his own devices, because he's been a pain in the ass this entire episode. And really, he hasn't even done that much, but he's just a pain in the ass. I don't like him. But yeah, a lot of stuff happened where Loquacious almost went back to the Fey Realm, but he chose love over his... I was going to say his queen. It wasn't really his queen, but you know, he chose love over his commander, or... I don't really know who she was, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think, but I don't really know who she was. But regardless, he chose love. He chose Laren's love. And we figured out that I should 100% be in this D&D campaign because my brain works in the same way theirs does. But yeah, it's been a banging episode. And again, I do apologize so much about the length of time it's been between these episodes. But there's no more Huntsman Hotel, and there's no more anything that will get in the way of me making these videos anymore. So yeah, I'm also off for a week from work next week for my birthday. So hopefully I'll be able to get some bangers out, and hopefully you guys enjoy them, because I know, again, some of you have been waiting a long time. I know some of you only watch my Exandria videos, and for that I do apologize for the length of time specifically you guys have had to wait. But anybody else that watches them, I apologize nonetheless. Also, a little quick thank you. I'll probably make this like a video of its own. I've already made a little community post about it. But 5,000 subscribers, dude. fucking nuts. Halfway to 10,000, because my maths is good like that. Yeah, absolutely crazy. I never thought I would reach, well, I never thought I'd reach 1,000 subscribers, let alone 5,000. That's freaking insane. But yeah, just want to give a quick thank you to everybody that's been subscribing and watching and stuff like that. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. But yeah, that's about that for this episode. There's, like I said, been a lot going on in... I do, it happens all the time. I'll get to the editing process and then I'll remember a bunch of stuff that's happened and that I wanted to talk about, but because so much condensed information just gets thrown at you, it in this end part, it just goes out it goes out the window and I forget. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Anyways, if you did, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It does help massively. I do massively appreciate it. And I will see you next time for another video of Exandria Unlimited Calamity. Goodbye.